Hi, I'm Patel from freefincal. I have been asked several times whether I need a separate mid-cap fund if I'm investing in the Nifty Next 50, or many people have also asked me, do I need an actively managed mid-cap fund if I'm already invested in a Nifty index fund and so on? And the answer simply is, in my opinion, at least if you're a new investor, please don't do it. All you need is a Nifty index fund and Nifty Next 50 index funds. Um, you can, if you increase the proportion of Nifty Next 50 to 30% or 40%, then you automatically will have that mid cap kind of risk in your portfolio. Reward, I don't know, but at least risk you will get. That's not possible if you just use Axis Nifty 100 fund. The reason I'm saying that is because if you look at the mid cap segment, and there are like about 20 funds or so, 20 odd funds or so, only about 3 mid cap mutual funds have bet the Nifty Next 50 consistently. And I have already shown to you that the Nifty Next 50 has a mid cap like volatility and return profile. And so it's pretty much a pretty much a mid cap index, although it's part of the large cap index according to SEBI. But if you take into account the ground realities of the impact cost, that is the cost it takes to buy and sell large amounts of Nifty Next 50 stocks, especially the bottom 10-15 stocks of the Nifty Next 50, then you will know that it's pretty much a mid cap kind of index. So as usual, we look at rolling returns, like I do in my monthly screeners, and I've looked at all possible 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 year returns from January 1st, 2013, the inception of direct plans, to June 19th, 2020. And I have removed funds like Edelweiss Midcap, IDBI Midcap, Mahindra Emerging Business, and DHFL Pramerica, because they don't have much of a history in terms of number of rolling returns. They have less than 1,000 data points in terms of 1 year rolling returns and 3 year rolling returns. Therefore, I've removed these funds. So you're pretty much left with about 18 funds, and that's the full list. Those funds in red are those which have been removed. And over 5 years, 11 out of 18 funds have managed to beat the Nifty Next 50 over 70% of the time. What this means is that if I take, for example, DSP Midcap, there are 604 5 year returns, and over all those 604 5 year returns, it has got a greater return than the Nifty Next 50. So the outperformance consistency is 100%. But in the case of HDFC Midcap Opportunities Fund, only 463 returns are greater than the Nifty Next 50 out of 605. So that's a performance consistency of 463 divided by 605 equal to 76.5%. So we are looking at only funds with a greater than 70% performance consistency, and that's only 11 out of 18 funds over 5 years. Over 6 years, it drops to 6 out of 18 funds. Over 3 years, it drops to 3 out of 18 funds. Over 2 years, it drops to again 3 out of 18 funds. Over 1 year, or every possible 1 year period, it drops to 1 out of 18 funds. And the three, if you look at only 3, 4, and 5 years, then the 3 funds that are managed to outperform are DSP Midcap, L&T Midcap, and Kotak Emerging Equity Fund. Now, I'm not trying to say these are the best mid-cap funds, go and invest in them. That's not the point here. People are failing to realize this point. These may be the best funds today, but tomorrow their performance will drop, and there are only 3 funds already. So if you take my criterion seriously, you may not. That's up to you. You will have to do something else to propagate that opinion. My point is that please recognize it's hard to beat the Nifty Next 50, and very, very few funds are able to do it consistently even now. And you can't simply pick an active mid-cap fund today and say it was beating the index, so I will buy it and keep shifting. You just can't be playing this shifting game over and over and again. It's just not worth it. So my suggestion is, have a good amount of Nifty index fund. That's your base. 60 to 70% of large cap, 30% of Nifty Next 50. You got a very good portfolio with zero overlap. It's all the portfolio. It's all that you need. You don't need anything else. Just do that. Many people say, oh, why have you not become an index investor? You are investing in 3 funds. Please recognize my portfolio is the residue of my mistakes. I mean, I kept fooling around with the portfolio. One day I stopped fooling around and I was left with those 3 funds. That doesn't mean you have to reinvent the wheel and go through the mistakes. I'm just trying to tell you, please don't go through the stupid things I did. If you take that seriously, you will understand the benefits of passive investing, among other reasons that exist for it. Thank you. Bye-bye.